Are you ready for a bedtime story? Well, right then. Settle down, snuggle up, and listen. Once upon a time, in the month of March, there was a majestic lion who lived in the heart of the African savannah. This lion was known for his loud and powerful roar that could be heard for miles around. One evening, as the sun began to set and the cool breeze of the night began to blow, the lion let out a mighty roar. It was a roar so fierce and powerful that it sounded like the wind itself was roaring through the savannah. As the lion continued to roar, the other animals in the savannah began to take notice. The elephants, giraffes, zebras, and gazelles all stopped what they were doing and turned their attention to the lion. The lion continued to roar, his voice growing louder and more intense with each passing moment. The wind picked up, carrying the sound of his roar even further into the distance. As the night wore on, the lion's roar began to fade, and the wind began to die down. The other animals in the savannah returned to their activities, but they all knew that the lion's roar had been a warning. It was a reminder that even in the month of March, when the winds blew strong and fierce, the lion was still king of the savannah. And so, the lion continued to roar, reminding all who heard him that he was a force to be reckoned with. And the other animals in the savannah respected him, knowing that he was a powerful and fierce king who would protect them from any danger that came their way.
I think we have time for just one more story. Close your eyes and listen. Once upon a time, in a small farm nestled in the rolling hills of the countryside, there lived a gentle and kind-hearted lamb named Liliana. Liliana was known for her soft wool, her playful nature, and her gentle spirit. She was loved by all the animals on the farm, and even the farmer himself couldn't help but smile whenever he saw her. One day, as winter was turning into spring and the month of March was coming to an end, the weather began to grow more and more unpredictable. The winds blew fiercely, the rains poured down in torrents, and the skies grew dark and ominous. The other animals on the farm were afraid. They huddled together, seeking shelter from the storm, and prayed for the weather to calm down. But no matter what they did, the storm raged on. That's when Liliana stepped forward. She knew that she was just a small lamb, but she also knew that she had a special gift. She had the power to calm the weather with her gentle spirit and her kind heart. So Liliana stood in the middle of the farm, facing the storm head-on. She closed her eyes, took a deep breath, and began to focus all of her energy on calming the weather. As she did so, something incredible began to happen. The wind slowed down, the rain slowed to a drizzle, and the clouds began to part, letting the sun shine through. The other animals on the farm looked on in amazement as the storm dissipated and the sky cleared up. And just like that, thanks to Liliana's gentle spirit and kind heart, the weather calmed down and spring finally arrived. The other animals on the farm gathered around Liliana, thanking her for her incredible gift and her kindness. They knew that she was a special lamb, and that the world was a better place because of her. And so, Liliana continued to live on the farm, spreading joy and calm wherever she went. She was loved and cherished by all who knew her, and she continued to remind everyone that even the smallest and gentlest among us can make a big difference in the world.